Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to VP4TV. I have to report that I am alive, but I feel like death warmed up. Good afternoon to Bill. I noticed this match was on the schedule. I didn't think it would go ahead because I didn't think both of the players wouldn't show up, especially Interchangex. But they're both here. And this, of course, is a one-loss side match. Thanks to Slim for covering the LS3 Tommy match. That was a really close run thing. I watched that earlier this afternoon. And, well, LS3, she had it. She had it at one stage. And then just like Tommy in his match against Cobra, just couldn't quite get over the line. So, well, these two guys are obviously fighting for survival. And I haven't a clue who the favourite is here. I have no clue how this is going to go. Welcome to Cobra. This is a bit weird because I'm not exaggerating, I'm not making this up. I have not slept in 48 hours. You've no idea how bad it is sitting up all night, tossing and turning. No notion to sleep at all. Could not get to sleep. Yeah, Mooncake forfeited because he was on holiday. I don't know what Interchangex excuse was, but and that's why I thought Mooncake wouldn't be here tonight either. And I just took it for granted that Interchangex wouldn't appear. Also, just to be aware, that's the wrong one. That's a tournament later on. We've got the match between Fast Eddie and Stubb. That is at US time, of course, like I thought it would be. It's actually 3:30 AM in the morning, tomorrow morning my time. So obviously, in half an hour's time after 3:30, I'll be up for work. So hopefully, Slim's around to catch that. I would like to see it. And we've got other matches over the next few days, as you can see. The outstanding one, of course, is Cobra and Semi-Pro on Sunday at 6 PM. I'll hopefully be there for that. And then there's other matches, of course, on that list. Give me 2 seconds. I just did a quick check just in case Steve was hanging about. I mean, 2 solid days I have not slept. And also, I'm not one for not enjoying my food, but I had no notion to eat anything. I ate something today, so it's been some sort of virus because I felt weird. I've got the effects of a sort of cold, but I think there was other side effects I've had as well. But I definitely feel rough, and I've been at work the last 2 days as well, suffering. Welcome to Chimpy. So, Mooncake is off and running. Interchangex on that -1. And these balls are sitting not too bad. He's actually got what looks like a reasonable break ball. I mean, it's right at the corner of the pack, which I don't think is that bad. He's also got the 1 ball, so those are the 2 that I would be focusing on to avoid at all costs. And there's nothing in this half of the table, so all his work's at the business end of the table. And if you can get, I mean, I noticed that LS3 had I think she'd have run a 70 last night. Now you'd have thought, you know, a run of 70 in a race to 150 would put you in a strong position, but she just could not capitalise on it and get herself over that line. So 70 odd, I mean, straight pull, you know, you can get a decent run, but if you can't get over the line, you're always vulnerable. Well, that 7 ball has now been nudged into another potential break ball. So he's got to start making decisions here. Now he could stun into the 7 ball here off this 5 and probably still be on the 8. So you've got to play the stun. You can't just roll this. I think you just got to play a little dig to stun it onto the 7. He's running away from the pack here, going for the 12. Now you see, this is where I would have actually stunned onto that 7, because to me now it's a wee bit awkward. And, well, he's on the 7, but into the side pocket. Now he's running into the gap for that 5. Or he might even be bumping the 1 here. The angle in the 1 is not great. And now he's going to have to play a controlled shot to get good onto that 6. So the 6 ball's at the corner of the pack. It's certainly where you would want to hit the pack, on a corner ball, so you're not going to stick there. Now that needs to keep going. It needs to keep going. I think he's just got enough. Well, he's just got enough, but that 10 ball, I think it was, is going straight back into the pack. And he's going to have to make do, but he's going to struggle to get much else after this 13 ball. I mean, he's got to take the 12. He must take the 12, because he's going to hit the 7, probably end up going that way. And now it's a struggle. Well, there is a 3 ball combo there, if he's having a look at that. I mean, that would be an aggressive shot, but it would also maybe do a bit more damage, and he's going for it. And, well, the objective has been done. He's got balls moving. He's got break balls either side, and every other ball is now out in the open. So this is now just a test to pick your way through these. Quick mute while I cough. Run goes to 34. Well, you would think he's going to use either the 1 or the 2 for the break ball. The 8 ball, of course, is in the pack. You've got the 11 at the back of the pack, but again, at the back of the pack, once they're re-racked, you'd have to be this side so that you could come into the back of the back corner of the pack if you're going to use that as a break ball. Well, that's going to go now, I would think. So the other thing to try and get rid of is that 5 ball, and that's maybe what he did try there. He can get rid of it now. He can still take the 5 ball, and if he cuts it and comes back out into the table, he'd be on the 1. So if that was me there, I would have been taking the 5 ball. Now he's got to go around. He's got there. So he's leaving it to get on the 2. And that's no good. Now he's going to have to go forward. As he try to draw back. Oh, he's played it well. He's managed to control it well. Nice little controlled stun draw there. Not convinced he's on the 5, but he's got a bailout. The obvious thing when you're taking the bailout ball, where's your next ball after it? And looking at the angle he's got on this 11, he's got to watch going forward here. He doesn't catch that jaw and drop in the side pocket here. He's got to be careful. He might catch this jaw looking at it, but you know, he's maybe just going to drop it into the side for safety's sake. Well, he's not on the 15. I'm not so certain that that was what he was playing for anyway. So the run goes to 45. And he's got the angle in the 6 to do some damage. Now he doesn't want to be tied up. Now he's in trouble. Well, he can back cut the 5. He can back cut that 5, and he's going to bump into the pack as well doing this. Oh, he's overcut it. He's overcut it, and that's what happens, just getting that wee bit out of line. So the run ends in 47. And straight away Interchangex has his chance to respond. So at least he's got rid of the negative score. But he's not got a break ball yet, really. I mean, the 4 balls there again at the back corner. The 14 is out the pack. It could work. But again, with these balls being here, there's a chance that this might get moved. So he's got to get up top side of this 12 to open up that 7. I'm not sure what he played there. Did he play for the 15? At least he's got the 15. Welcome to Tommy. Well done, Tommy. You hung in there and got out when it mattered last night. I saw that earlier today. Well, that 12 ball still sitting there. He's got to get rid of it now. So now this is the problem with tidying up down this end of the table is the cue ball's got a lot further to travel, especially when you're down to the critical point and getting to that break ball. So he's going to leave the 10 to get to this 14, which is, it's not too bad as long as you get a decent angle in the 10. So he wants to stun across to sort of there. Well, he's going to go too straight, is he? No, he's alright. He's okay. Well, the problem is that he's going to maybe catch something, but maybe, I don't know whether he'll catch it solid. He's going to look as if he catches a 7. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, he didn't hit it. Now he's in trouble. the 7 will go, but at this angle and with half a pocket, it's not looking good. I think that's his only option here, unless he just decides to duck, which might be the wiser choice. You know, take what you've got and run, because if he takes on this, what's he calling here? He's calling the 7. Well, if he takes this on and gets it, then he's a hero. He's still at the table, but if he doesn't, he's just giving Tommy a free go here. Not Tommy. Why did I say Tommy? Mooncake. Yep, that was not easy. And whatever points that Interchangex has scored there, they could all just dwindle away in a heartbeat here. If Mooncake gets going again, I think that was the wrong choice of shot. I think he should have just ducked. Well, that's the point, Cobra. The whole idea, ducking is picking the right place to duck. But to me, anything was better than that. You know, it was like a last chance saloon attempt at getting out a hole. But you know, if he just rolled onto a ball stone dead, he probably wouldn't have left much. Or he might have left Mooncake something similar on that 7 ball or whatever it was. But as it is, you know, this is just giving Mooncake a free go here to not only get rid of that total that Interchangex got there, but to build on the lead. But there's a bit of tidying up to be done here, because there's balls covering one another here, so it might not be quite as straightforward as it looks. And he's going to have to take the 8, but then he'll probably have to take the 6 if he's straight enough so he can get on the 6. But these balls are all awkward. So he's got he might be a bit. He's got a little angle, but he can brush through in the 9 and catch it. But he needs to hope the 9 stays in play. That's the problem with that shot. He's going to have a bailout up table. It's not quite as clear cut. Oh, I thought it'd have been far easier taking that up table at that angle. You know, give the ball every chance of going in the hole into that side pocket tight. Well, Interchangex can consider himself really fortunate there. He's been let off the hook big time. That was a chance for Mooncake to make hay while the sun's shone there. So there is a break ball in play. So now, if Interchangex can get that break shot, he's still got that 40 points deficit to get rid of. I think he's a bit straight. He's got something of an angle. Oh, and that's the danger there, coming off the side of the pack. Almost scratched. But he's good to go. That 3 ball's a bit far away from the pack. I mean, it can still be used, but there's a chance that one of these could end up being nudged out. So now's the time to start doing the hard work. That 2 ball on this left side rail. You don't want to be leaving that late on in the rack. I mean, it's not frozen. And I think he's got himself too straight in this 11. He might have been playing for the 14. He's going to, well, he's managed to squeeze an angle. So that now opens up the 10 into this corner once he gets rid of that 14. In fact, he might do a little bit of bumping here. He could bump back into this 1 and 13 and still have a bailout 8 ball, if you can see it. Well, the 1 ball, as we said earlier there, if he got a nudge in any of these, you could make another break ball. So he's got the 1 ball now as a nominated break ball, and now he can get rid of this 2, and that tidies things up. Welcome to Spud Boy. So the 1 ball, I think, is what he's committed to. The 8 ball might not a bad ball to try and get out onto the 1. But you've got to get good on the 8 ball to be able to do that. That's the thing. You know, it's not just about dropping the 8 ball into the hole. It's about having the angle to get the cue ball out, and he's got the angle. So now it's just about judging this pace. Oh, I don't know what it is. I was saying that earlier, Spud Boy. It's not. I mean, it's partially a cold, but it's some sort of virus, because I've felt weird the last couple of days. Not slept for 2 days either. That's a good break. Well, look at these balls. Well, the run goes to 20. The total's 29. We're still looking to get another 25 points to catch up with Mooncake, and there's plenty of balls here to get this rack done. Now, again, if you're really early on in the rack, you're focused on the 7 ball, then everything that you do is to avoid that 7 ball. Oh, I'll tell you something, I've told you I feel as awful as I sound. So I do. I'm running a temperature here as well. The sweat's pouring down me, and it's not because it's overly hot. I think it's the first time in a long time that I've been off my food. But I did have something to eat today, but I think it was just the sheer heck of forcing something down. Oh, good evening to Tam. I never noticed you there. By the way, Tam's chat. Oh, there he is. I see him now. I was just looking to see whether it was coming through on my main screen. Yes, it is. Well, I said that the 7 ball would be the ball to avoid. He doesn't want to go bumping things too much here, but if he's going to cut that too from that angle, it wouldn't be that wise, I don't think. I think you're better off tidying things up a wee bit. Well, the thing is, Tam, on Tuesday this week, which was my first day off, that's when I felt a bit dodgy. I felt I was, you get that feeling, that feeling that you're maybe coming down with something. That was on the Tuesday, so that was my days off spoiled. Becoming ill. And then, of course, it was a case of trying to fight things off, so filled myself full of the usual stuff, and come Friday morning when I was feeling rough, I was out at work because it was only a short shift, but I'll tell you, it felt like 9 hours, and then I was back at work today, and last night was torture. You know, that was the second night where I've actually not slept a wink. I just lay in my bed looking at the clock all night, tossing and turning. Just felt sore and uncomfortable, felt bloody miserable. Right, so the ball that was going to be the break ball is there. You might have to check this cue ball up here. Now that's pretty passable. So the run goes to 33. The deficit is still 13. And got to watch how he comes off the pack here. Doesn't want to juice this up too much and start spinning in all directions. Well, he's okay. Quick look at problems that need to be dealt with. Well, again, if you take the 5 ball, not the 5 ball, I'm looking at what's here. This is a problem. And you've got blocking balls that side. Oh, there's a lot of work to do here. So he can run forward and bump into the 10 and 4 and he'll be on the 9 or the 13. Well, he's actually spun away, but he's on the 1 and he can probably brush the 2 and deal with the 9 or the 13 that side. Now, had he been a wee bit straighter on this 1, in fact, by taking the 10, the 8 ball will go, and I don't believe that he needed to nudge into that there, and then he might be actually stone frozen onto this 15. That's a fatal move. Now he's got a bailout cut here, but I don't think he needed to do that. I think if he'd bided his time, and he could have got onto that 8 ball to do the damage from this side. Well, he's not in A1 position. You know, if he takes the 3 and comes across into the gap, he's on the 1 or the 9. He's putting a wee bit of left on it. He doesn't want to put too much on it and end up running into the 15. It looks as if he's putting more on it than I would like. See, now he's trying to do stuff that he doesn't need to do there. That was the wrong shot, in my opinion. He didn't need that amount of inside English. He just needed to come into the gap. You know, everything was there to be potted. He started moving things. Now he's created a problem doing it. You know, this is... yes, you can get to the 9, but, you know, it's more problems at the wrong end of the rack that he doesn't need. What's happening on Tuesday, Mark? Good evening. What, I missed that there. I don't know how long you typed that. What's happening on Tuesday? No, is this a Scotland-England game or something it's on? I heard something about it. I mean, what, is it just a friendly or what? Now, well, he could just get to the 9. He landed on it perfect. Now the question is where's the break ball? 12 balls a bit high. 8 balls at the corner of the pack. You've got to get good on that 8 ball to make use of the corner of the pack there. Well, I mean, in all my years of watching Scotland, Mark, that's a record for Scotland winning their first 5 matches in any qualifying tournament. And all they need is one. I can't remember what the other team is, but the other, is it Norway or whoever? If they draw their next match, that's us qualified. Did England win their match today? I noticed it was one each when I had it on earlier. Watch the cue ball. Did England get a result in the end? Well, I'm still not sure what he's going as far as a break ball goes. The run goes to 44. He's still too short of Mooncake. They finished one each. Oh well. Well, he's going the back of the pack, so he's got to finish. Oh, he's gone too straight. That was poor at that distance to be able to play a shot like that. That was really poor. I mean, you'd all the leverage and control that you could impart in that cue ball there. So he's had to bail out with the draw, and he's actually got it. Well, this again is it's a pressure shot because he's got rid of the deficit pretty much. In fact, he's got the lead. Might be short-lived though if he doesn't get this in. Well, where's the cue ball finished? Well, he's okay as far as a bailout ball up table. It's going to be the 9 because I don't know whether he can see the 2. Yes, he can, but I think the 9's the more comfortable shot. I know he might just want to kill it or come back a bit for this 8 ball. Could play for the 2. Yeah, that's giving him a choice. Now, 14 balls in the pack, so there's not an obvious break ball yet. This is all untidy here. So now the work starts again. But the run has now gone to 50. He's cleared the deficit, and now it's about building a lead. Well, he's got a combo there that is not dead set, but it's easy to make. But he's went for the little bump, and he's now got a problem because that isn't dead set. It might well go in off the jaw, but how far is it? Question is whether he's going to get anywhere near good on it. He could try it now off the 2 ball, but I think he's having a look at it to convince himself it will go. I mean, it does look as if it's going to catch the jaw and go in. You know, just to curve of the jaw there. I wouldn't want to rely on it though. Too late in the rack. Now I think he's done the right thing. He's got himself to as good as he's ever going to get in this. But is he looking at it, or is he just looking for other options? Let's look at it from this side. See, from this side that's going to the rail. From this side it just looks as if it's going nowhere near the pocket. It looks as going to the point. So he's going to have to cut across this to make it. That's what he's doing. He's cutting it. Excuse me, he's cutting it that. He's cutting the cue ball across that way to go that way, and you see what I mean? It was always in doubt. But anyway, it's a good reply from Interchangex. It gets him back in the match, but he's only 9 in front. See, when you looked at that from the table side, it looked as if it'd get off the jaw, but when you got behind the pocket, it looked as if it was well shot. And that 15 ball, I think, is sitting there as the break ball now. Not the 15, what is it, the 11? Yep. Well, if he's played for the 7 there, he's gone too far. Way too far. See, now it becomes a problem. It's about controlling the cue ball now. And that's not bad as far as getting on the 7 goes. But now again, the cue ball's got to move. You know, if you're just rolling a ball in to get position, your odds are far better increased in getting on the break ball good. That's actually a pretty good effort though. Watch the cue ball. Well, he's got balls to work with here. Now let's have a quick look at that 8. Well, it doesn't go. But if you're here on this 1 ball, that 8 ball goes into the side. Clearly goes into the side pocket. Well, he needs to punch this in a wee bit to get the... Oh no, he's just going to play for the 4. I thought he could have maybe left that there as a potential break ball, seeing as there's nothing much that convenient lying about. In fact, he's going to take the 8 ball. I thought if he could get on it somehow, he could get it into the side. And now he's got a break ball. That little brush through on the 14's brought it into play. But again, he's got a bit of tidying up to do now. Again, he could also use, you know, the 12 or the 9 to get on this break ball. So getting rid of the 4 now commits him to that, one way or another. I mean, he could use the 6. So Mooncake with a 9-point lead. Only a race to 150, of course, on the 1 loss side. Well, now he's just got to get a hold of the cue ball a wee bit here just to stop it leaking away too far. He needs to keep that angle. And that's well controlled. Comfortable shot. Well judged there. Well, I'll tell you something. He might be struggling here at first glance. That 3 balls that have gone outward. I mean, it's going to be possibly all that he has. I don't think he's got anything here. In fact, even when he gets the 3 ball, if he does take it on, where's his next ball? Because this cue ball's not going anywhere great. He might be trying to get out to leave a sight on the 4, or it could be the 7, and he's had a blast there, and there wasn't really a great deal of control over that shot. In fact, that's the only ball he's left on, is the, well, he's left the cut in the 3, but I think Interchangex will be taking the 4 to do a bit of damage here. So, the run is 21. Now again, although Mooncake's got himself the lead, it's not much of a lead. And a chance for Interchangex now to capitalise on that. Now that is, well, he's just nudged into them. I think it was 11 and 2. And again, he's nudged into them, but I think he's actually left it just as bad as what it was. It might have been better not to touch them. They might have been a combo. I mean, the 2 obviously goes here. And he needs to get rid of that 8 ball, because that's a blocker. So he can take the 1, get rid of the 8. Well, I'd be getting rid of that right now, because it's just annoying me with it sitting there. If you're over this side, you want to pocket the pocket open if you end up here for whatever reason. Now, 15 ball would be the break ball. 8 ball still sitting there. He should have done with that earlier. I think he's a bit straight in this. He's got a slight angle. Doesn't want to try and pinch too much though. He's going to finish on the 12 here. Or is he taking the 10 in the side? No, I'm still not convinced what he's doing here. I presume he's leaving the 15. The 12 ball is in the pack, so that's not going to count. So now he's got to drop at the right angle on this 12 so that he's not interfering with the 15. And you've still got 2 balls up table. Forgot about those. Or down table, whatever way you want to describe it. So Interchangex is 1 behind. And he should be reasonably good on the break ball, if only that he's going to be a bit further away from it maybe than he would have liked, unless he rolls a good bit forward here. That'll do. Oh, he's missed the ball. He's missed the break ball. Well, it's only, what, 13? And he's only a point in front. So again, Mooncake has been let back in. That's a big miss from Interchangex there. And again, from where he was, it was just the only thing that was going to really affect it was that he was going to be further away from the break shot than he probably would have liked there. But then again, you would say on this table with these pockets, he should never really have missed that. Well, both of them are halfway home. Who's going to hold their nerve? Because the contributions in the last visit or two have not led me to believe that somebody's prepared to take this match away from the other right now. And of course there's a mess in the middle of the pack there that has to be dealt with if Mooncake's going to progress here. This might be a chance. Yeah, perfect in the 9 ball. Now, quick look at these 2 balls. Well, the 15 goes. So, if you take the 11 down the table here into the corner, you can get yourself on that 15. Now again, he's rolling the cue ball there. I don't know whether he was trying to bump that or whether he's trying to go over there, but rolling the cue ball that amount of distance over that direction's asking for trouble. Big risky move there. And that's probably the one thing in straight pull that you don't want to be doing, is letting the cue ball travel unnecessarily. They should, you know, your little stun shots, little follow throughs, the least movement the better. And the simpler the game probably becomes for that reason. Well, he is on this 15 now. And of course then there's the other question is, where's the break ball? Well, if he'd nudged that one a bit harder, then he would have had it. And this is a case of make do with what you have. And he's not got a lot. Well, it's going to be the 5 ball, clearly. Now, is he going to go forward and come inside that 5 ball with a bit of top right English? Well, it looks as if he's going straight. And he's pretty good. Well, Mooncake, and again, both of them have made the fatal mistake that you can't do in straight pull on this table, is miss the break ball. And we've had it from both players. Both of them with chances to capitalise on the leads that they were building, and both of them have failed a couple of times. And Mooncake's the next one to do it. The run went to 14. He's on 90, but that's nothing. Interchangex on 77 with balls to count here. So I don't think either of them, as I said, wants to try and take this match away from the other. They're just not focusing hard enough when it really needs to be at the most critical point on that break shot. Well, Interchangex says, suddenly I don't feel so bad about missing break balls, especially when your opponent's doing the same thing, letting you back in. And I keep going back to that final with Albinario. Go and watch it. I can't remember what year it was. I'm sure it was the final. And Albinario, was it the final? Now I'm not convincing myself. But anyway, he never missed a break shot. He never missed a break shot. Got on it all the time, never missed one. And that's what you have to do. So, already from this position, we've got 2 break balls to decide on. The 13 is fairly tight to the pack, but it will work as a break ball. And the 11's there as well. But the worry now is whether these guys are going to hold their nerve when they get to this critical point in the rack. And if you're going to hold your nerve at some point, you're better getting enough practice in to be able to do it at the business end of the match. Well, the 13's gone. It could still be the 10. Again, both of these are quite wide from the pack. But it's not where they're sitting, it's how good he's going to be on the break ball. And again, he's going to be doing it from this bottom end of the table. And again, it's about getting that cue ball closer to this object ball. So he's got to be brave and get the cue ball up the table. That's far better. Doesn't want to keep going though. See, that's gone a bit too straight. He would have liked a wee bit more angle on it. And got to watch how he comes off this pack as well. See, he's running forward. He's got now he's dead. Now he's dead. He's rolled up, not onto the 2, but the 2's covering the 14. So this time he got the break ball, but he hasn't come out of it good. And he's going to try and kick the 14 in. That's his only option. Off the rail, onto the 14. Try and kick it in that corner. Got enough room to do it. Well, he's looking around and looking around, but he's no other option. But he's just trying to keep it safe now, but that's poor. That is really poor. He's left 2 shots on, 1 ball into the side. And that's a visit of just 15 from Interchangex. It's all been bits and pieces for the last, 30-40 minutes here. Neither of them are taking control. But that was a poor safety. Now how much is that going to cost Interchangex here? Let's look at the mess we've got. This cue ball. I think Mooncake's at it as well here. He's got the 10. Can he get enough of it? No, he can't. Well, he could. He overcut it. And suddenly it's become very untidy. And Interchangex will consider himself very fortunate that he's been let off the hook there again. Because he's coming back to the table, going in front, and should be the first to get to 3 figures here. Now he needs to knuckle down here, because a considerable little score here is going to really rank up the pressure on, or ramp it up on Mooncake. Once again, there's now 2 isolated balls. You get this 9 ball down in the bottom rail, and what's that? The 12 ball over the side pocket, and you've already got a break ball there. Let's have a quick look. I think the 8 ball's in the pack. It doesn't matter. So that's going to go now. You've got the 15 behind the pack, so the 13 would be the break ball. And he might be using, well, he's nudged to 3. How does that look? I think that's right at the head of the pack. It's a wee, I'd still prefer the 13 to be honest with you myself, but anyway, if that's the case, then he needs to get rid of that 3 volt, and he'll probably be using the 9 to get on that 13. Now, if he gets the angle in the 1, he can roll the 1 into this left-hand side pocket, roll through, cut that 12 into the other side. Well, he's gone the other way. Doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you get there, but he wants to get, if this is me, I want to get bottom side of this 12 here, like that. Somewhere like that. He could be just rolling it into the pocket. Oh, he didn't want to do that. I mean, that's fatal. And that is really poor. That is so poor. I mean, it's the only ball on the table you don't want to run into. And why he did that is beyond me. I have no clue. So now he's got to get good on this 12. to cut it into the side and bang into the pack of reds. The pack of reds. Pack of balls. I'm thinking of snooker there. Well, here we go. The big heave-ho. Watch every pocket and watch the cue ball. Oh, I think this is not looking too pretty. He's going to have to call the bank. Well, he should never miss this. Now, he's got to get that cue ball out of there, though, because the 13 ball's the only one in play, I think. And he's got on it. I mean, there is a combo, the 9-4. Again, he should never miss that. But he could take that and still have the 13. He could, yeah, he could take that 9-4 and still be in the 13. He's put a run through. Now he doesn't want to lock up again. He's okay. You know, you get the feeling that you're just waiting on something going wrong here because you're not convinced that that either of these guys are going to build on something here. And there's a bit of an untidy mess in that right hand side, and he's had a nudge. So he's dealt with that. He's still good. He's still on a ball, and the balls are all sitting pretty nigh perfect now for picking your way through them and then deciding where your break ball is. It could be the 8 ball. It's right on the corner of the pack. Oh dear, what a miss that. Well, I think I tempted fate by saying that two lines ago, that I wasn't convinced that either of these players are prepared to grab this match by the scruff of the neck. Then a horrible miss there by Interchangex. A run again of 15. I think he's put a sequence of about 4 or 5 15s together, and Mooncake's been at it the same. And Interchangex with a very small lead here. And all these balls that should have been his are now going to Mooncake. Well, it started off fairly solidly, this match, with the contributions that both of them put in, and then it's just come down to unforced errors, poor shots in the break ball. And we've no clue who's prepared to win this. I can say that with great confidence. But who knows, that could have been Interchangex last shot. I'm not convinced that it will be, but it could be. And the 7 ball is now in place for a break shot. 5 ball would work as well. So he's got to be committed either way, and he has to get rid of that 3 ball for a start. Well, he's left himself too much angle in this 3. He's going to have to run again. See, once you start running the cue ball, you're never guaranteed you're going to be good on that second last ball to get good on the break ball. And that'll do. Oh, he's going to go too straight. Well, he's going to be hard pushed to get much out of this. And again, I mean, it wasn't really a very well controlled shot. Again, he's just cutting and running. So the contribution is just 10, and he's still trailing. Well, the contribution was 10, but he's lost a point there. Didn't hit a ball, but you know, you'll take that as long as you're not doing any damage. Well, that's Mooncake on 1 foul, don't forget. And Interchangex has stuck him in the pack, but Mooncake's managed to get a ball to a rail. So now we're going to have a bit of tip-tap until there's a mistake made here. Now, what about that? No, it isn't. Or is it? I think you can. I think you can cut that 8 onto the 9 if you were brave enough. It won't go now, of course. 4 balls in the way. But now it's immediately become trickier to keep this safe because there's balls all over the place. You know, he could try ducking in behind the 12. That's a bit of a touchy shot. Well, he's took another foul. He's left. I don't think he's left anything. Well, it won't be long now before somebody's going to get in. Now, what's he calling the 14 is a 3-ball combo, not the 14, the 12 is a 3-ball combo. Oh, this looks, oh, that's well played, that was really well judged. Now, how much can you capitalise on that interchange, Mooncake I should say, because that was well judged. He's got balls to pick here, but from this end of the table he's not in control yet. He's got to get right in the mix, because there's a bit of tidying up to be done. Well, he's going forward. Now he can pick off these 2 balls at the back of the pack if he wants. Could nudge over to the 9 there. See, he had a chance to nudge the 9 there and he didn't do it. See, as soon as you're on that opportunity to nudge something, you were still going to have a cut or something in the 1. The longer he leaves that 9 and 4 there from this side, see, you've only got 1 ball that side that allows you to get to that 9 and 4. And if that was me, I would have had a nudge at that 9 there, just for the sake that I had 1 opportunity there to get on it. But now he's okay. He's on the 11, which could be a potential break ball. The 5 ball will work as well. So now he's going to deal with the problem. Both of those balls are in the pack. Now does he leave that 3 ball sitting there? I'd be getting rid of that. Because you've got an angle to spin around and get out, or stun back, one of the 2. So now the critical point. So it's going to be the 5 ball. So again, 1, 2 rails and out. Looks a good pace. And probably could have landed on it much better. So here we go again. This is where they've been failing. Well, it goes in, and a bonus ball goes in as well, and he's good to go. They've broken quite well here. And Mooncake, 10 points the lead. I think it's Tommy. Who's got the high run in this? Is it semi-pro now, isn't it? Let's have a quick look. I've totally forgotten. Yeah, semi-pro on 104, Tommy on 83, Cobra on 76, Nacero on 71. Oh, welcome to semi-pro. Yeah, I think everybody imagined it prior to this tournament starting that there was going to be a shed load of 100 runs in this tournament. But we've already seen how difficult it is to put a 100 run together. Well, Stubbs going to have his chance later on tonight or early tomorrow morning UK time at 3:30 in the morning. He goes in his first match he's going to play against Fast Eddie. So I hope Slim's around to catch it. I would like to watch it when I get home from work tomorrow. But what I'm mainly concerned about is getting a night's sleep tonight. I just hope I can fall asleep. Well, Mooncake has the table at his mercy as to whether he can take this match away from Interchangex at the critical time. Well, almost is not good enough, semi-pro. That's all we need to say about that. Almost is not good enough. Right, so it's going to be the cut and the 3 ball. Or is it the 5? I can't be bothered looking, it's a 3 ball. Oh, he's going to end up 2 straight. Or is he? No, he's come out pretty good. Run goes to 27. Now he's got to get out of there. And he's got out. And he's got a ball. Got a couple of balls. The 2 and 8 are tied up. So just a gentle roll in the 4 as he can take that 12 in the top rail there. I don't know why he's not rolling the 4 in. You roll the 4 in, you're on the 12. You're nothing to do with the cue ball. In fact, if you leave yourself high on that 12, you can bump into those 3 balls. Because the 7 ball's in the way. That's the critical ball for opening up other balls, is getting rid of that 7 ball in the top right there. So how does he deal with this 2 and 8 ball? Well, the 2 and 8 ball aren't set anywhere. And is he going to try and come off the rail and give it a bump? No, he's trying to play it into the side. That'll do it. That's dealt with one problem. The other problem, of course, is that 7 ball. Now, you've got a 9-1 combo that you're not going to miss, so you don't need to worry about that. What you've got to worry about is this setup here. Well, he's nudged a 10 out of there. We've still not got a break ball really. 6 balls in the pack. And the other 3 balls are all in the pack. So he's got a bit of thinking to do. And that, I don't think, has done him any favours at all. So now I think he should be dinking this 14 in and get rid of that 5. Doesn't look as if he's dinking it though. No, he's played for the nudge. And we're still none the wiser as to how he's going to come up with a break shot here. The run goes to 37. He's only 12 away from the finishing line, and he still might be not at the finishing line by the end of this visit, because this is threatening to go pear-shaped very quickly here. But what it does do is it puts all the onus on Interchangex. If he gets back to the table, it'll be last chance saloon pretty much. So we know the combo's there. That's the least of the problems. Now he has to hope that this 9 ball, and I don't know that hitting this reasonable, not hard, but try and get that 9 ball to come off the rail and out. Maybe give yourself a break shot. So don't let it go away up the table. I think he's got to give this a chance, that this 9 ball will come out onto a break shot. So I'd be watching the pace that I play this at, because it's going to come off the 1 and go there and out. But it's all down to what shot he sees. You know, he's hit it a lot harder than I would have ever hit that, because that's gone to no man's land. So now he might be thinking about leaving the cue ball in the pack here and breaking from the kitchen with that 9 ball. He could be thinking on that. It might be his only option here. But he's got to get good on the 5 ball to be able to kill the cue ball into the pack. Oh, he's missed a 6. Well, how fatal is that going to be? And he's 10 short of the finishing line. The run ends in 39. And I don't even think it was that good in the 5 ball that he was going to finish in the pack anyway. But nevertheless, Interchangex is the one with problems. He's trailing, and he's got to find a break shot here. And this is no great position to be able to. Where's the cue ball going? Oh, that's a disaster. Well, that was short and sweet. So, if he pots the 9, and he's quite right in doing this, potting the 6 instead, because at least keeps the 9 ball in play. And he still might have the opportunity to get some sort of break shot if he can get good on this 9. That's easier said than done. Needs to come out. Well, he's got an angle. Now, does he go 2 rails into the corner and come around, or does he try and stun straight into them? Oh dear, an even bigger disaster. The old sucker scratch. Well, I'll say it now, and I'll say it probably no more this match, but this is last chance saloon here for Interchangex. Still trailing by, what, 33 points. Mooncake's 10 away from the finishing line. There's a dead set combo on. And he's got a lot of work to do. Now, that 8 ball is in the way. He needs to get rid of that. He needs to get rid of that 8 ball very quickly here, because the 9 ball's the one that you can get on to nudge these balls. But as long as that 8 ball sits there, there's no point in getting on the 9 ball. He must get rid of that 8 ball. Now he could pot the 9 ball from this side and still do damage, potting into the side. And again he's running the cue ball, as far as I'm concerned, for no apparent reason. You know that you've got to pick your way through these. And running the cue ball as loose as that is asking for trouble. You've got to do it in a much more controlled manner than that. I think if he'd worked his way around what was going on here, it might have been a better plan. And again, he's running out of balls. That's the other problem with what he's done. He's running out of balls here. So he's now got to get good on the 6, which he should do, to get good on this 9. But that's cutting it a bit fine, as far as I'm concerned. So now he has to get out to beyond the 6 ball here. He needs to get out to the donut at least. And now he doesn't need to smash this. He just needs to go forward and it should just open up. Oh no, he's again hit it far too hard. And as soon as you get that amount of top on it, it's going to spin around the pack. Just like that. Oh, and the 1 goes in. And again, he's got to get the nudge. Because nothing goes. Well, this doesn't look exactly like a match-winning opportunity here, does it? Not at the moment, it doesn't. Oh, he's overcut it. Oh dear. Well, this match has sort of fallen away from the potential where it could have gone. Early on I was thinking this match could be over in 3 or 4 visits. The contributions we're making early on, but since that point, they've been so unreliable. It's just anybody's guess as to how this is going to turn out, but you'd have to say, if Mooncake can get this hit, I think he might need a bit of right on this. A wee bit of right on it, not an awful lot. And he's going to have at least a shot, albeit I don't think particularly comfortable. Because if he's going to pot the 15, he's going to have to run forward if he's potting the 15. What's he called? What's he called there? He's called the 2. That'll do it. Now he's okay, he's on the 14. So this is the match winning chance. Now wait a minute, he needs 6 balls. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's 5 and 6 there. So he doesn't need to do any damage here. He doesn't want to be running into balls when he doesn't need to. And that's the right shot to play. Get away from them. Just pick your way through what's here and you won the match. But let's be honest, either of these players could have won this tonight. There wasn't any player dominating. Well, he certainly doesn't want to take the 10 and rest onto the pack, because he's then not going to have a shot. 15, he's heading that direction for the 10. And he still needs 2 balls here. Now, this is the critical one, because now he is going to get a hit, and he has to rely on having a shot. And it's still not cut in stone that it's going to happen. Well, he's got a pot. The cut back on the 8 is a shot for the match. We'll have a quick look at the remaining fixtures before we go. No, he's overcut it. Would you believe it? He's overcut it. Well, I'll say it again for the 3rd time. This is last chance saloon, and it's 100% definite last chance saloon. But what a win this would be for Interchangex. Mooncake with a cutback in the 8 ball to go over the line. And this is the stereotypical pinch of a match here. If Interchangex can do this. He's still a fair ways from the finishing line. He needs another 30 balls. But it's all in his own hands. And I think he's doing the right thing. I mean, this is a cutback, but I mean, he's going to hit, if he doesn't do anything with those 2 now. I mean, it is a testy cutback, so he has to have the angle. And he's a bit too straight in the 11. A wee bit of a dink on the 7. And of course, he still doesn't have a break shot. Now he could nudge the 9. He's nudged it, but he hasn't nudged it hard enough. And now he's in trouble. So now he's got again to think about. I mean, a ball could end up going in the head spot here, or if he cuts the 1, he's got to get good in the 11 for the break into the pack. And that's it, all over, folks. It was short-lived. His chance to pinch the match only got to 6. Well, is Mooncake going to get it put away? And eventually he does. So Mooncake continues on the 1-loss side. He beats Interchangex by 150 points to 124, but it could have been the same score either way. The way those 2 guys ended up giving themselves chances each time. Right, so quick look at what remains. The match tonight, or early tomorrow morning my time, is a match between Stubb and Fast Eddie. That's 3:30 AM British summer time. Hopefully Slim is there. We've got Eloquenti and Hairpig. That is scheduled for tomorrow afternoon at 2. Well, I won't be able to get that because I'll be finishing work at that time. You've got Cobra and Semi-Pro on Sunday night at 6 PM. I hopefully will be there for that. You've got Chimpy and Woody at 8 PM. So obviously Cobra and Semi-Pro will overlap that match. They're both winner's side matches, so we could catch the end of the Chimpy Woody match. You've got Sergeresh and Viking, which is at 11 PM. I'll be long gone before that. You've got Bill, why did I say Bill? You've got Sergeresh and Viking. Oh no, I've just said that. That was at 11 o'clock. Yes, you have got Bill and Bankster on Monday at 5 PM, which I can hopefully be there for. And lastly, you've got Chiku. I don't know whether Chiku's going to show up for that match, Respect or Dawn. I have my doubts. That's on Monday night at 8 PM. So that is it as far as my coverage tonight. I'm going to hang off and try and get to bed. Well, you got over the line, Mooncake, but I'll tell you, it started off reasonable, then it went downhill for both of you, that match. But anyway, as long as you get through, that's all that matters. If you win ugly and survive, then it doesn't matter. So well done. Right, thanks guys for joining. I'll bid you a good night, take care, and we'll see you again soon. So see you later, folks.